We're making cookies. I love cookies. Cookies are so good. We can have cookies all day long.
Teddy's very excited for today.
C is for cookie.
Yeah.
COOKIE. Cookie is
Yeah.
for me.
Guy likes cookies. What are you going to do?
Yay.
So, it's Chef Teddy and Paul. Come on. Let's do some cooking. Cooking. Won't it be fun? Come to the kitchen and let's do some. Who makes the sauce? Who makes the meal? Who makes your cook time completely ideal? With a dash of salt and a pinch of love, you get the best food right out from your oven. So quit all your bitching and get in the kitchen. It's time, it's time, it's time, oh, it's time, it's time. Chef Teddy and Paul, Chef Teddy and Paul, Chef Teddy and Paul, Chef Teddy and So today's general objective is that we've gotten together a whole bunch of these pre-made cookie batters from Nestle's Toll House, Pillsbury, M&M Minis, Sweet Lorenz, and we are going to make a from scratch batch as well as these four pre-mades, and we're going to see which one stacks up, who has the best cookie, and I think it'll be interesting. Some of these two right here, they say are very dangerous, don't eat them raw, meaning they have raw egg in them. And these two say that you can eat them straight out of, that's the Pillsbury and Sweet Lorenz, that say that you can eat them as raw as you like. But we're not eating them raw, we're cooking them, because we want a cookie. And yeah, should be fun. Let's do it! To it! Well, let's start off with the easy stuff. We've got two recipes here, or two batches here, these Sweet Lorenz and the Pillsbury, that both call for the oven to be at 325. The other two call for it to be at 350. My recipe will call for it to be at 375. So we'll start with the 325s and work our way up, since math. All right. I guess we open this with a knife. Knife. Okay. That's a nice log of cookie. It says break off small pieces. And pop on your pan. How far apart does it say to put these? Oops. Tore right through the instructions. Damn it! Oh. 2 inches. Yeah, looks all right. So that's 12. Looks like I might have enough for 2 or 3 more. So maybe a total of 15 if I had a bigger sheet to put this on. Put that over there. And we'll switch these with the Sweet Lorenz. And these are already pre-cut into their little forms. Whee! So easy. And then we pop those in the oven for like 10 to 13 minutes, 11 to 15 minutes. We got on the Pillsbury, again with the torn directions, 12 to 15 minutes. And on the Sweet Lorenz, 11 to 13. So we got 12 to 15 and 11 to 13. So 12 seemed like the common denominator. So we'll do 12 minutes. Might need to do a little more since I'm putting two batches in there. Oh wait. Oven's not done preheating. Give me a second. 283. 284. 285. This could take a really long time. It's like when you're playing it, when you want to play a video game and it's got an update. And you gotta wait for it. Loading. 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 Installing. Installing. Updating. Updating. Alright, we've reached 325, so we're going to pop these in. Like I said, 12 minutes. Ow. Cook time, 12, start. And then we'll check on that and see if it's done after that's done. In the meantime, we will work on my home recipe, which calls for a cup of butter. Soften the butter, of course, because we got to work with it. All right, that's good. We're going to beat our butter. Better than beating our meat.
Ooh.
Okay, once you've got your butter pretty well fluffed up, we're going to add 2 eggs. And then continue your fluffing. Okay. And now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Teaspoon. 2 teaspoons vanilla. Good. We have 2 tablespoons of water that we're going to mix 1 teaspoon of baking powder with. That's so fun. He's so fun. Put that in there. It's part of our wet ingredients. Okay. And now we're going to start mixing in some sugars. We have half a cup of granulated white sugar. Okay. Going to mix that in. A 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. What do you think? Think they're done? I think they might need one more minute or two. Let's give them just a little bit more time. So mix in our powdered sugar. Okay, and we want 1 cup of brown sugar packed. Oh, wait, that's not the cup, that's the 3/4 cup. 2/3. Half cup. Start with half cup. Ah, come on. It's 1/4 or 1/2 cup first. Put these aside to cool. Ow. And then we will turn our oven up to 350 so that we can do our next batch of pre-mades. Oops. No. Alright, so we need 1/2 cup more of brown sugar. Brown sugar is so unruly. Okay. The next step is to make a dry ingredients mixture. So we're going to start that off with 2 cups of flour. So give your flour just a little bit of a toss, just to get it a little bit unsettled. And then I'm using my 1/2 cup measurer. 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup, and 1/2 cup. So that's 2 cups in our little container here. And we want to do 1 teaspoon of salt. There we go. Now, you may or may not believe this, but this is white pepper. And we want to do 1/4 teaspoon of this. Sweet spice. It's nice. And we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. This stuff. Half teaspoon. Boop. Seal this sucker up. And then go to town with it. La 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 la. Ooh. Chiquita banana, I want to get to Havana. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty well mixed up in there. And now we're going to add that to our cookie batter mixture. Slowly. Okay. Nice. It's got a nice color, a nice consistency to it. Looks great. And the last thing we want to do is we want to add our chocolate chips. And I have some Ghirardelli's here, semi-sweets. This is a 12-ounce bag. You could use 10 to 12 ounces. Depends on how much chocolate you want in there. Just start off small and then fold them in. You don't want to use the mixer at this point because you'll destroy your chocolate chips. Okay, this seems pretty runny still. Now that I'm mixing in the chocolate chips, so I am going to put in a little bit more flour. The more humid your area, the more flour you may need to this to keep them light. And if you're going to do that, then you're going to have to use the mixer again. But that means only on the lowest setting. Don't destroy your chocolate chips. So you want to be able to roll it into the balls. If it's not going to be able to become solid, then it's not going to work out. Just make sure that you have enough consistency there so that you can roll them. So if you can't, then you need a little bit more. Yeah, that's about right. A little bit more chocolate chips. All right. Now that's all ready. So that's done. Our other set of cookies has cooled enough to take them off the racks so I can reuse the racks. So I'll do that. And then we can place the 350 batches, the M&Ms and the Toll House, and then we'll cook mine after. Right, now it's time to place our cookies onto our baking stands again for our next round of 350 cookies. All right, these are divided much more, or much smaller. Yep, break along the 3 squared lines, that's what it says. So these are about half the size of the Sweet Lorraine ones, the way that they're divided. But it is the same weight as the Sweet Lorraine's. So, instead of doing rows of 3, I'm going to do rows of 4. Put them a little bit closer together, which should be fine because they just don't have as much cookie dough to expand. Et voila! So those are 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. And now the Toll House, which are pretty much the granddaddy of them all, right? When people talk chocolate chip cookies, that's usually what they're talking about. I mean, at least homemade kind. Just try not to tear through the instructions again. Okay. I might have pre-softened this a little bit too long, but it's okay. They are nice and soft. They'll be easy to cook. You want to roll a cup of these, Teddy? Well, yeah, I'm sure they'll get stuck to your fur. So no, okay, fine. All right, instructions for this say 12 to 13. So we got 10 to 12 and 12 to 13. So we're gonna do 12 again, I guess, and then we'll just go from there. We'll be back in a minute. So, our batches of the Toll House have come out, and they look pretty good. And our batch of the M&M ones look like they're done. These might be a little bit overdone. They look okay on the bottom, but they feel a little bit harder than what I thought that they should feel like. But I do like them more crunchy than I do soft in the middle, so it's probably right for me. They don't look burnt at all, they just look solid, which is what they're supposed to look like. So, these are from the Sweet Lauren section. A couple of different ways that I cooked these. These were pretty much done in the first time through, so I took them off, and then these had to be put through again. And they are a little bit darker because they went through a little longer. And these are the Pillsbury, which are the ones that seem like they're done the least. You can see on the bottom there's definitely some accumulation of oil and softness in there, which isn't necessarily the way I like them, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to like that one. But we'll give them a try when it's time to taste. But in the meantime, it's now time to make my batch. Since we finished making this, I put this in the refrigerator just to get a little bit more consistency. And we're going to make about 1-inch balls, maybe a little bigger, and line them out on our pan. Okay, so this is going to go in the oven for 8 minutes-ish to start, and then we'll obviously go from there. Teddy, you want to get out of the cookies, please?
No, I don't. I like it here. Cookies, cookies, cookies.
Well, do it anyway. I made you a plate. It's over there.
C is for cookie. Cookie that I see. C-O-O-K-I-E. Cookie is for me.
Well, all right. So we have our cookies, and they look pretty good. Let's start off here. So the first one, this is the Pillsbury log that we made. So we will, I'm not going to do like a whole lot because I don't want to go into a diabetic coma. So I'm just going to dip a little bit into the ice cream. It's a pretty good cookie. Let me try it just by itself. It's okay. It's okay. It's got a little bit of crispness to it, a little bit of chewiness to it. All right. I give that one probably on a scale of 1 to 8, I'd give it a 6. 6? 6. Okay. It's the M&M one. Let's see what that's like. With the ice cream, not bad. So I think there might be a little bitterness in the chocolate. Let me... No. Just my imagination. Not bad. A little bit crunchier, and I like them a little more crunchy, so that's a positive. But I'd have to say it's about the same, probably a 6 as well, out of 8. And the Sweet Laurens. These were one of the first ones done. Huh. I can taste myself crunching into it. And I can taste the ice cream. I know there's cookie there, but it's like there's no flavor in it. Try a cookie by itself. Wow. I tasted chocolate a little bit, but that is an incredibly mild cookie. There is almost no flavor to that at all. That's a 4 out of 8. All right, here's the Toll House, the granddaddy of them all, right? There's that bitter flavor again. Yeah, less than the chocolate. That's going to be a 5 out of 8. Not a giant fan of that. And here is mine. Beautiful little cookie. Pepper cinnamon chocolate chip cookie. Light, fluffy. Taste the cinnamon, taste the pepper. It's got a nice little flavor to it. It's good. Very nice. All right. Well, there you have it. That is our cookie extravaganza. You should join us next week. We're going to do a comparison between store-bought hamburger helper and homemade hamburger helper, and we're going to do it without hamburger. So it should be fun. So okay, we will see you again then. This has been episode 27 of I'm Not Confined, but I probably should be, and Chef Teddy and Paul. Have a wonderful evening, and like, share, and subscribe, of course. So, cook well, eat lots. No one should die hungry. Good night. Go ahead, Teddy. Eat up. You wanted the cookies. Definitely got to have them with the ice cream, though. The ice cream is so good. Cookies and ice cream, the best combination of food ever. It's like anchovies and peanut butter. Just great flavors that go together.